Happy Tuesday night to you from Pittsburgh, California, where tonight we have the what some people would call maybe a preview of the Pacific Association Championship game. The Sonoma Stompers in first place and the hottest team in the land, the Pittsburgh Diamonds, tonight in Pittsburgh for the first of two here this Tuesday and Wednesday. We are here for Runs Hits Aaron, the pregame show for the Pittsburgh Diamonds. And with us is Diamonds manager Aaron Miles. And Aaron, last week, I read somewhere, I think it was my tweet, said it was the most exciting week of Pittsburgh Diamonds baseball in history. It was unbelievable. 4 comeback victories, 2 walk-off wins. What can you say about it?
Well, the guys are playing well, and obviously the bullpen's doing its job, giving us a chance to make those comebacks. And they're close games. They're tough games with Napa, but we seem to have that niche for coming through right now, and we got a lot of guys swinging really good bats right now. It's that time where you've seen all the pitchers. Everybody has seen everybody, so you know what to expect. And I think for us, our bullpen's doing a heck of a job right now. Regardless of the fact that these guys have seen them all year long, and you can see Napa's bullpen's a little bit struggling, and we took advantage and came out on top in exciting games. And Joel Carranza swinging a hot bat, Lashley, Quitzer, and these guys are doing a heck of a job.
Carranza not only knocked in a walk-off single on Thursday night, on Saturday in the Diamonds' last at bat, which happened to be the bottom of the 8th, so it wasn't a walk-off situation. He knocks in the winning run, and then again on Sunday he comes through with big hits. And Morgan Blatnick scores the winning run on that one from third base. It's just something you don't get to see that often, and they'll have it all crammed in here at the end of the year. It's almost like someone wrote a script.
Well, exactly, and I knew we were capable of playing like this. Obviously the close wins and the comebacks, certain things have to fall, but I knew we were capable of playing to this level. These guys swinging the bats like this, and the pitching staff pitching the way they are. And it's a thing about a guy who's getting hot at the right time, and obviously Lashley getting his at-bats underneath him, and Quitzer showed up hot. I think Carranza's playing as good as he's ever played right now. And so we got a lot of guys that are doing what we thought they could, and it's finally happening. And we just have to keep it going, because these 10 days, you don't want to get cold. Yeah. And then all of a sudden go into those, big-time games at the end with not that confidence that you have now. The confidence that we have right now is what we need to keep.
The Diamonds have crept up to the 500 level, 1 game below, and every time they've done that, about 3 or 4 times previous, they fell back below 5, and they lost and would fall back. This time you crept up there, and this time you made 500 on Sunday with a victory. What does that mean? Does it mean anything?
Well, from where we, you start at the beginning of the season, and we said we'd have 10 games to go, and we'd just be a 500 ball club. I would have said, well, that's kind of disappointing.
Right.
But from where we came from to be there now, it's not disappointing. It's a testament to me making some good moves and sticking with some guys, and these guys getting better throughout the year. And that being said, it seems like we've played everybody when they were at their best. We're about to play Martinez for 6 games. They're playing the best games that they've ever had. We played Santa Fe a lot in the beginning when they were at their best. We played Vallejo when they were at their best. And so, we're where we are right now, where we want to be. And to be 500 and say we're finally 500 feels good right now. And hopefully we can, win on out these next 10 games and finish above 500. And that'll feel great as a manager and as a ball club.
Sonoma has played a torrid pace recently, and winning 8 out of 10 games in a regular fashion. And they caught up with Santa Fe, which seemed uncatchable at one point in the season, and passed them, and now seems to have at least a beat on first place. They don't have it clinched or anything, but is this a preview tonight of the Pacific Association Championship, the 2 hottest teams in the league?
Well, you could say that. I think it's definitely the 2 hottest teams in the league right now. Obviously, the playoffs, the format is something nobody really likes. It's 2 games. So if we had a traditional, 7-game series or a 3-game series, I would bank on it that these would be the 2 teams playing in the end. But anything can happen in one game, and that's what we're forced to do in this league. And So we can talk about all those things about how these are the two best teams, and it's a preview of that. But we all know it comes down to one game, and who's going to get in that championship game is who's going to play one good game, and that's it. So that's the story of this league. I wish it was different, but that's the way it is. But I will take the fact that these are the two best teams in the league right now, the two hottest teams, and obviously I'd like to take these two from them.
So we've got 2 weeks to go. You've got 10 games. There's this week is a regular 6-game week. Next week, 4 games with the last game on Friday. And then the playoffs on Saturday, and then the championship game on Sunday. That gives you a chance, if things were to kind of stay as they are now, to manipulate your starting pitching rotation to get who you want in Saturday's game and who will have rested for Sunday's game. And when does that start? Or have you figured on who that would be, or what's the process?
We've already started looking at that, and it's going to be a process. You're going to see somebody that's going to start for us that you wouldn't think of. I don't even know. Kaz Canella may start a game on the mound. So, we're definitely going to, try to manipulate this thing so we go into, the semifinal and the final game with our pitching rested and with who we want throwing. So, most likely, just a quick snippet. I mean, if we have to face San Rafael in that first game, which looks like it possibly could happen if they don't catch these guys, Blackley probably profiles best against them, seeing as though he's left-handed and they got a lot of potent left-handed bats. That being said, I don't know if that's what we'll do, but I think I would be leaning towards that. And if we had to play Sonoma, I wouldn't mind Blackley against them either. But that's something for us to decide. Solano's been good, and a complete staff day too. So we'll see what happens. But we've got a little bit to think about that, and obviously there's ball yet to be played, and we'll see if San Rafael can push these guys and maybe take over the first position.
And tonight is Corey McDonald on the mound, and anything you're looking for or special that we should be looking for?
Well, he had a little bit of a rough outing his last but he's been getting better all year long, and he's a strike thrower, and he needs his defense to play behind him. And so hopefully we can get that today, is play a solid game of defense behind him. As long as he keeps the ball down and keeps those ground balls coming, and we field him behind him, we'll be fine, and we'll have a chance to win the ball game.
Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight. We will be back for the start of tonight's game between the Sonoma Stompers and the Pittsburgh Diamonds right after this.